Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 2 vs 2 on Antigua Bay. Playing on Team 1 as the Imperial Guard, we've got no chances. And we've got his teammate Sakura playing as the Necrons. And on Team 2, playing as the Dark Eldar, we've got FF15. And we've got 911 playing as the Space Marines. It's been a long time since we've been on Antigua Bay. In fact, I don't think we've ever been on the 2v2 variant of this map, only the 1v1. And it's quite a small map, to be honest. Each player has got a maximum of about 3 strategic points. There's also 1 critical location near one of the players on both sides, as well as 2 relics in total. However, we've got this one, more forwardish kind of relic, strategic point, and 1 forwardish kind of relic over here. So the Necrons and the Space Marines might have a bit of difficulty holding on to all 3 of them. That's why we're seeing 911 bring down the heavy bottle turret. Just on this side, just in case Imperial Guard have any fresh ideas. We're also seeing the Imperial Guard bring down an infantry command down over on this side, as well as a listing post. We'll send back a little bit in the sense that it'll take him maybe an extra, 20 seconds to get down the infantry command, considering that the Tech Police Agency had to walk all the way over here. But that's fine. That's okay. It'll be well worth it, considering now that's a really defended central point. I mean, there are basically 3 lanes going on here. So it's like a MOBA. So we're playing Dawn of War 3. And no chance. What are you doing? You're a cheeky young man stealing away one of the Necrons' strategic points, but I suppose the Necrons don't necessarily need that so early on in the game. And what you've got your squad cap here, I mean, your building rate will be quite slow if you don't bother capturing any of those things, but and again, the Imperial Guard can defend that a lot easier and a lot better. Another infantry command coming down. What is the meaning of this? Was that just to stop the Space Marines from following you? Maybe that was a strategy. Got a command squad over here, yet to go for an extra boys. And some devilishly blue Necrons working their way through the heavy cover into close combat with these mandrakes. And it's quite alright, this, actually. Necron warriors chasing them away. They could actually take them on if they wanted to. Force Commander as well should be able to show them the back door, but with a command squad on the way and Imperial Guard just on capping duty, they don't seem to be too keen on taking them on. Oh, I see, they're falling back to the heavy cover. May as well use it while it's there, eh? Mandrakes are now getting involved. But yeah, could have killed this Necron warrior squad a lot quicker if they were a little bit more balls to the walls with it. Got a... Oh, we're seeing a heavy bottle turret down here, and the heavy bottle turret over here has been cancelled, so I imagine the Space Marines, after getting double Space Marine squads out and a Force Commander, didn't need it. It was just a cautionary heavy bottle turret just in case there was any argy-bargy. Oh look, built in the water. That can't be OSHA compliant. Gonna build another infantry command down over on this side in the light cover as well. So the Imperial Guard playing really, really defensively. Over on this side, I've also got the Necro Warriors coming around. They're being shown bad stuff by these Reaver jet bikes. Necrons won't be able to catch up with these guys in close combat if the micro is good. And the Mandems and the Mandrakes come along. Space Marines over, that's a lot of Space Marines. And a Force Commander in there as well. Although Command Squad isn't getting involved, although then again, I mean, if they do, they can only really tie up 1 squad at a time. It's not going to help them. We do have some boys in the Infantry Commander, and the Space Marines don't really have anything to crack that open, so they will have to fall back. So Imperial Guard really basically, they're impervious to any kind of base trading or base harassment for the short while. Necrons have done some stuff. Necron Lord is also in there. But they're all going to teleport away. Back where they came from, where it's nice and safe. Those scavs looking to get those decaps in the critical locations. But don't think they'll survive this onslaught of Reaver jet bikes. On a small map like this kind of speed is going to be felt doubly. But just another infantry command. Is this just a game of Sim City for the Imperial Guard? Although, then again, in saying that though, I mean, if we swap over to the Imperial Guard, we'll be able to see that they could just basically transport men from one side of the map over to another side through the underground tunnels of their buildings. So actually, this is probably quite a smart thing to do by letting the Imperial Guard pick this listing post. Have they given the Necrons the other one? No, they haven't. Necrons have only got 2. And they are a little bit behind. They're going for that Awakened Monolith, so really, they're trying to hope for the Imperial Guard to do the heavy lifting here. Ghost turret attempting to be built up, but Build Scouts have been killed in good and proper. And currently it looks like that the Necrons don't have anything going for them. They've got one squad of Necron warriors. Necron Lords over here bashing some stuff, which is not terrible in the grand scheme of things. Still got some Build Scabs over here doing some decapping. Imperial Guard now coming, see if they can show them the way, show them the light. But no, Mandrakes continuing the business as the Reaver Jetbikes can quickly make use of those guardsmen. I mean, have they gone for tactical control? They have not. They're going for another heavy bolter turret, but spending so much money on all these infantry commands has probably set them back in the tech department. Yeah, they've only just now started their tier 2, as I imagine the Space Marines, yeah, they're already halfway there. And the Dark Eldar, they've already started. So actually, not something that terribly far back in the grand scheme of things. Mandrakes, though, there are a lot of them. Looks like they've already killed one plasma generator. Going for some Immortals. Sakura, there are no buildings for you to take on at the moment. The problem is the Mandrakes. But eventually, over time, Necron Lord stabs them good, stabs them proper. The Space Marines over here seem to have been scared away by the sheer stubbornness of those infantry commands. So not really seeing that much of an impact from the Space Marine player at the moment. Realistically, what you'd want in this situation is, well, I mean, they're in tier 2 now, so they can go for some rocket launchers if they want to destroy these buildings. But yeah, if it was a case where you can't really break into the Imperial Guard's base and the Necrons are too far away for you to get to, then, I mean, just sit back, tech up, get your money's worth. So if the Imperial Guard is spending so much on static defences, you could then basically have free reign to build economy. Guardsmen over here being chased around. They jump inside the infantry command. The Space Marines are going to come in for a second pass by the looks of things. Still not got any... Oh, that's because you've not built an armory. You've not built an armory, man. Oh, there we go. He's building an armory now. Fair enough. Going to see if he can crack open this Imperial walnut. A bottle to it. It's standing around, but it's not been built up. Doom been witnessed, but a miscast there. Breaking the morale of the command squad. Big zap on the force commander. But won't be doing much with the morale being broken. So although they're in the heavy cover, so they'll survive quite nicely. Now also going to go for a mechanised command. Finally, we are seeing heavy bolters. That's not the idea. 911, I don't think. Not when you're up against the infantry commands. Although we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the way forward. We've got Chaplain over here. And he's been shot at by all this stuff. But then again, the Reaver jet bikes now armed, I imagine, with their ranged upgrade. I assume, are you in tier 2 now? You are in tier 2, so that will be, yes, you will have your upgrade. So that will mean that you're able to basically wipe out infantry very, very quickly. But the Immortals over here, oh, I see the Immortals when I mentioned earlier on that there was no vehicles for them to kill. There were the Reaver jet bikes. Right, ignore me. I can be wrong too, you know. But only sometimes. There we go, we've got the double missile launchers on both of them. Oh, should we need a double? Just need 1 or 2. That's okay. We're cracking through it. All the same. Chaplain over here to help the health regen of these boys. Keeping fighting fit. Also got some Build Scabs coming over to assist with the repairs. We need to kill these dudes first and foremost. By tier 3 listing post. Fighting them off. The combined arms of missiles, bolters, Space Marines, blooming Reaver jet bikes. Finally take it down. And rather than pushing their advantage, they fall back. Oh, there was a lack of commitment, boys. A lack of commitment. You could keep on keeping on. It's only a listening post. Although I suppose from their perspective, they probably think, oh dear. They know that we're coming. We'll jump in. We'll destroy something and then jump back out. We don't have to. Jump in, kill things, and then keep on jumping in. Now we're just going to rebuild that infantry command. No problems asked. Mortals now making their way down over onto this side. Listing post over here being tickled by the Necron Lord. John Cena Beam flourishing down, preventing these Rhino Space Marines from doing all that much. So if you think, okay, well, we'll leave to your devices, considering that Necron Lord will take a fairly long time to kill that listing post anyway. They come out and say hello. But a Cursed Machine Spirit on that Rhino transport, preventing them from falling back. There's some scouts over here as well. Just chilling in the corner, giving tit for tat on those critical locations. Chimeras and Basilisks. That's what we like to see when there's a lot of infantry on the field. Basilisks are the way forward. Archon now over here. And just the sheer amount of Reaver jetbacks have not been taken out whatsoever. Maybe now is a time for them to be crumped. Good and proper. Green left. Plasma generators going down. But we've got the heavy weapons team as well as the Basilisk bang way over onto this side. Witcher squads run on in. Flayed ones spawning from the ground. Last of the Reaver jetbikes now are finished. The Mortal squad about to be squad wiped there. And the Necron Lord phase shifting out of the way as the Imperial Guard come in, swooping in to save them. But to be fair though, they would have defended that, I reckon. Flayed ones would have broken the morale, which is quite lethal in close combat. And again though, the Archon is going for extra incubi. The more incubi, the better his abilities are, or longer they last for anyway. Rhino transport re-embarking? Is that the word? I'm going to say it. Yeah, re-embarking. They're going back inside the Rhino. That is a word. I'm fairly confident. But the Basilisk in the centre, surrounded by all this defensive gubbins, but double Basilisks. Are you going to go for a third? That's the question. 3 is just the perfect number for Basilisks. I know that they've got a maximum of 3. Look at that. Cracking stuff. Yeah, 1 Basilisk never quite feels enough. 2 just feels a bit lonely. You know, 2 is just as bad as 1. 3 is a party. And the Archon, the million incubi now, is looking to chase after that Necron Lord. Well, he was going to. Now he's only going to leave the Witches to it. Whereas he now comes down over here. Looks like a squad wipe for the command squad down here. Flayed ones. Not going to have the best times against his Archon. But then again, the Archon is being bothered by... Oh, there's more flayed ones over here. Right. So I've got to prioritise that. Got 1 extra Reaver jet bike out over here. Normally when you see a counter to vehicles, the Reaver jet bike production finishes. But I suppose when you've got flayed ones knocking around, it's not the worst idea. Not the worst idea at all. Necron Lord is still on a mission. Actually teleports away somewhere. Where have you gone? You've gone down over onto this side. Found another Rhino transport. Also got a Predator, so Space Marines are in tier 3 at the moment. We go for the second Predator. Limit of 2. You can only have 2, but that's fine. Very mobile. Packs a wallop. And the range department can also upgrade itself with twin link las cannons and regular las cannons for anti-vehicle shenanigans, which goes against all these buildings and stuff. Will be quite useful. We're seeing a great summoning core over here, so Necrons can teleport either side of the map. So both players working in harmony, in unison. It's very nice to see. But in fact, to be honest, both teams have worked really well so far together. Here comes a push. Got a lot of missile turrets down here, so the Rhinos aren't going to survive for very long. Space Marines also being bashed around by Basilisk fire. At least I think that's a Basilisk fight. There we go. But Necron Lord comes in. Oh no, you're on their side. Never mind, that's fine. It's been cancelled or destroyed, not sure which. Valkyrie fire. Nice dodge into the Rhino there, which has been separated by all the fire as the Archon comes in to look to kill the heavy bottle turrets. But it's these heavy weapons teams over here. That's your main problem. The heavy weapons teams and the listing posts. So Archon being brought down to very low numbers, which is giving the Space Marines some of their love drugs. The Force Commander just trying to beat up that Necron Lord, which actually succeeds in doing. It's a fair play. They can't see anything, they can't shoot anything because of that John Cena beam, but you can't block a hammer. Not with a ball of light anyway. Space Marines and Dark Eldar have given it a really good showing. But losing a Predator, they're going to fall back just a little bit. Just a little bit. We've got some Caskins over here. And this Imperial Guard player, no chance. He's just, well, he's quite literally taking no chance. He's sat in the middle. He's got all his defensive stuff. He's getting some full-scale wars on the go. The Lehman Russes. Potentially a Baneblade as well. Space Marines hiding away in the heavy cover, but being bashed around by those Caskins grenades. Some Shrieking Terrors from the Dark Eldar. Breaking all the morale. Over on this side as well, we've got the Imperial Guard. So but surely just, well, essentially, I think this, I think Team 1's plan is essentially not to be aggressive, but just to slowly build across the map. You can't stop the slow trudge of industry. The Terminators over here, which are going to kill all these Immortals, no problems whatsoever. And they'll be off doing their own stuff, I imagine. Heavy weapons repositioning over onto this side. We do have the Curse of Malediction, whatever you call that ability, forcing the Caskins to fire upon themselves. A lot of Incubi in there though, so that ability will last significantly longer. Predator moving in. Another John Cena beam, but that's got like a card on it this time for whatever reason. A Soulstorm coming in now. That is the bane of all heavy weapons teams. These guys are not getting out of this anytime soon. Good stuff from FF15. Quite often you'll see some Dark Eldar players completely and totally neglecting their Soulstorm abilities. Noticing a fair few. I've been used all the way through the battle, but saved it for when it counts. Another grenade being thrown towards the Archon. Jug's been taken. Caskin's been cut wide open. Chapper not really getting involved. Needs to sort of like attach him to a squad of boys or something. Do have some Immortals just chilling out around here. We're shooting down things. And no matter what the Northern team do, Imperial Guard, yeah, okay, they've lost some stuff. That Soulstorm was quite mega. But they just refuse to move. What was your economy at the moment? It is 178 and 105 and 111 compared to 78 and 39 and 179. So yeah, so the Imperial Guard at the moment, they've just decided to upgrade everything to max. I mean, they've got 4 points. Yeah, the Necrons have only got 2. And a Baneblade is on the way, so yeah, this was quite literally a case of Imperial Guard saying, right, you know what, we're not going to play Dawn of War, we're going to play Dawn of Build. We're going to get our economy on the go. We're going to sit put, not go anywhere we need to, and just wait till the late game. And fair enough, man. But Warp Beasts sneaking around the side. Necron Lord still being a nuisance. Space Marines trying to use a Whirlwind to add to the artillery battle going on, but Space Marines can only get 1 Whirlwind, as far as I'm aware. And it's a bit rubbish, all things considered. Space Marines don't have great artillery options. Not like the Basilisks. And to be fair, won't take long for the Imperial Guard to actually afford some Earthshaker rounds. So not bad at all. Here comes the Baneblade. Running through here. However though, Warp Beasts, when they get into close combat, also when you put that Acid Rain on, look how quickly they're able to chew their way through a Baneblade. It's not the be-all and end-all when a relic unit comes out for the Dark Eldar. And if the Witches were here as well, providing some assistance with their AoE buff, that Baneblade could have potentially gone down, but already at half health. Incredible DPS from those Warp Beasts. Got to be really careful knocking on. Also, seeing some cheeky slave chambers. Oh, it's technically the rules. You're technically allowed to do it. I don't know why people allow people to do this, but you know, if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. Personally, I think it's a little bit distasteful. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But we've got some argy-bargy going on over here. Terminators of the assault kind causing issues. And yes, Slave Chamber does manage to snaggle that Baneblade, does die in the end. And now all this stuff is free reign for the double Warp Beast. Very expensive. 70 blue and 40 green. Also turns on you if you lose morale. Got the Pariahs coming in. We'll see the Predators get rebuilt before it goes down. Maybe. There we go, it's finished off, and the Assault Terminators will now see if they can... Well, they can't save the machine cult anymore, but they can certainly try and revenge it, or avenge it, if you want to use the correct words. Double autocannons firing away. Warp Beasts turning amongst themselves, trying to munch life and limb from their allies. You need to get a Beastmaster in there if you want to make sure that they don't turn rogue. It was a good effort, but sadly not really killing that much. I always say the Imperial Guard, just every time you think they've lost something, every time you think you've made some sort of advance on them, always got another layer. Like an ogre, like a big old Shrek. The Shrek defense, that's what we'll call this. Necron been utterly surrounded, been castigated by that chaplain there. My goodness, there's just so much firepower coming into this little nook. We've got the whirlwind of the Space Marines. We've got the artillery of the Imperial Guard. Thankfully, they've got Terminator armor on, so they should be alright. Should be able to resist it. Kaskin's looking up north, but being just blasted around by everything. There's no unit cohesion there. Our Space Marines are coming down on the southern side. Double Predators with all the las cannons you could want or need. And now they're going for that economy. I mean, Imperial Guard have got several bits of economy saved up. But kill them when they can. And replacing what they lose will be increasingly more difficult. We are seeing the Warp Beasts chew on the flayed ones. Also these Leman Russes as well. The Warp Beasts are going to chew through. I mean, just ridiculous amounts of damage. Not an issue for them whatsoever. Can't imagine what their dental plan would cost. A solar pulse preventing these guys from firing once again. Assault Terminators though, they'll continue staying in there. There are a lot of flayed ones in there though. But won't be for long. Not if these heavy bolters, quadruple of them actually. Yeah, the flayed ones going. Oh no, they spawn more. Are you just got people on auto? Yeah, you've got flayed ones on auto build, haven't you? So I assume you're gonna go for double flayed ones. Is that your plan? Just spam the flayed ones. I mean, have you got the money for it? I mean, you've got all right money. I mean, 140 for Necrons at 23 minutes in, not the worst. One little Leman Russ surviving with a little bit of health, and the Baneblade keeping its distance. It's not going to fall for the same trick twice, or is it? Dark Eldar trying to hide in the bushes. Maybe the Baneblade won't see him coming. Taking a long way around. Now charging straight on and forward. Can they get it down again? Leman Russ, that's been killed. Corruption on the Baneblade. And it's going to turn tail and run away as fast as it can. And again, FF15. No honour among thieves. And a cheeky another one. Oh, it's naughty. But they will, looks like it that they will get another Baneblade to add to their tally, I'm afraid. Stabbing away, slicing and dicing as best they can. And that is an emotional journey for that Baneblade crew. We're going to turn around there, give them a blast, just as some sort of recompense. There we go, they're dead. Over here, blooming Necrons, they're doing things. Team of Spiders picking up the dead and dying and rebuilding them. This poor Wellwyn's been blasted to high heavens. Space Marines, they've gone. Dark Eldar, they've gone. Yeah, they realise, hey, you know what? They've got the majority of the map. I mean, just look at this sprawling metropolis of stuff. Incredible kinds of players going on here. Really well, did a really good job defending in that early game and then just expanding on their economies until basically they had more money than God and they were just able to grind these people down to a nub. So there we go. If you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week. And there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As for Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never short. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.